Because I talk a lot about entrepreneurship, it's normal that I hear statements such as, I want to start a business but I can't start because I don't have money. Most times when people make a statement like this, they are not saying that they don't have money. Instead, they are saying they don't have a lot of money, because most people believe they need hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars to start a business. You see, Napoleon Hill said, and I quote, "If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way." In other words, if you cannot fly, run. And if you cannot run, walk. And even if you cannot walk, then crawl. You can't simply sit there and wait for when all the resources you need will be available. An elephant was once small. I have a picture in my home office that contains the images of where the biggest companies in our world today got started. In that picture, you can see the garage where Amazon started. You can see the dirty building where Disney got started. And you can see the garage where Apple, Google, and other companies got started. I got that image on the web, and I encourage you to search Google for the same image. So, why did I have such an image on my office wall? Very simple. I want to always remember that I don't need to be big to start. I want to always remember that I can always start a great thing in a small way. I want to always remember that every great and mighty thing started small. And think about yourself. You were once almost invisible. You were a cell, and no human eye could see you the day you got to your mother's womb. But today, you are big and tall. Look at the planet Earth as we know it today. Humans on Earth were only a few million just 5,000 years ago. Today, we are several billion. Look at the companies I mentioned before. They are all multi-billion-dollar companies today. They all started to win a small place and with limited resources. Don't forget, an elephant was once small. Everything was once small. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. If you cannot start pursuing your dreams with a lot of resources, then start with the little resources you have with a great spirit, patience, and persistence. When I was starting as an entrepreneur, like every ambitious guy, I wanted to become successful. But there was also one thing I was willing to do, and that is, I was willing to sacrifice 5 to 10 years to get what I wanted. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. Because I was willing to sacrifice years to get what I wanted, I never had any problem to start small. And I think that makes sense. Because the reason why most people don't want to start from point zero is that they want to get to 100 very fast. If you're willing to spend the next 3 months to move from point 0 to 3 and another 1 year to move to point 10 and another 1 year to move to point 30, then you can start from point 0. But if you want to move to point 90 next year, your only dream will be to start at point 50 right now. And that's where the problem lies. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. In recent time, I studied a lot of historical accounts of people who achieved amazing successes with their lives. And one thing keeps coming to my mind, and that is, there's no overnight success. Most of the successes we call overnight success happened after someone had spent 1,000 sleepless nights fighting to get them. As a young person, you have to understand the truth in this video, or you'll end your life like most people. And I know how most people end their lives. It goes something like this. When they are 13, they have some big dreams, but they are not sure it makes sense because their parents think it doesn't. When they are 18, they have some dreams, but everyone thinks they should finish school before they start. And when they are 23, they have some dreams, but they think that they don't have enough resources, so they want to wait till the right time. At 29, they perceive that they are getting late, and they only can desire even bigger resources because they want that success right now. At 35, it's becoming obvious that they may not achieve their dreams, so they look for whom to blame, and they easily find someone. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. If you don't have $100,000 to start a business, look for ways to start with $100. If you cannot find $100, find a way to start with 50. Yes, you won't start big or right, but you will continue learning and growing, overcoming the evil society. The number one enemy you have on your way to success is society. And the reason for that is because most people in society are dumb and they can easily influence you to be like themselves, especially in this age of social media. Take for instance, when I started in the business world, most of my mates got jobs and some of them even got good jobs. These people could afford to live in good homes, buy fancy clothes and watches because they got paid salaries every month. But I got nothing from my business. How do you feel when you see your mates who seem to have much money while you have nothing? If you're not careful, you simply want to think that they are better than you, and you probably want to do what they are doing. Today, I can easily employ many of those guys who seem to be richer than me a few years ago. And that's what I am saying here. If you dare to start pursuing your dreams with the little resources you have, and you have the patience and determination to endure the tough times, you might end up being a great success. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for perfect weather. Stop expecting all the resources to be available. Start with what you have, where you are, and close your eyes to the people who seem to be successful because they are eating their cake right now. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. If you like this video, watch other videos on our channel. We love you.